Situation goes against everything I am. To be so passive, why this idiot makes us jump through hoops?
I know. I believe I understand your frustration. But right now, Craig literally holds your life in his hands. And I gave a sample of your blood to my best lab technician, and he has no idea what Craig has injected into your body, much less how to counteract it right now.
I refuse to believe that our only recourse is to keep doing what he wants. And I particularly object to us having to pretend to be in love with...
Patrick and I had tickets to the opera tonight. I know it might not seem like anything extraordinary, but Patrick hates the opera. He says that it makes him want to surgically remove his ears. When I woke up from the hospital, I had a pair of tickets in my hands. We've come so far, and it was not easy. I mean, we finally learned how to open up to each other and love one another. And now he's just hurt and confused. What if I tell him?
What?
What if I tell Patrick what's going on here?
Although I understand the impulse, I think it's a bad idea.
The nursing staff at this hospital need a refresher course on the alphabet?
Excuse me?
I've wasted 10 minutes looking for a chart.
Name?
Rideau.
First name? Alice. In the stack waiting for doctor's notations. If you had looked there, instead of tearing up my filing cabinet, you would have saved yourself 6 minutes and then some. What is your problem? Robin came through the hostage crisis alive. You tested HIV negative. But instead of being happy or, God forbid, grateful...
Look, when I want your opinion on how it should be, I'll make sure to ask you.
Ooh, someone's in a foul mood. Kelly was right. You're in a bad way.
I'm just tossing it out, but instead of biting off staff members' heads, you might want to try talking to a professional. Just so happens, I'm available. Patrick could help. He is in the hospital every day with 24-hour access to the lab.
I know. It sounds right, but you know him. You know Patrick. He could lose it, maybe even kill Craig. I know I would. And not to be selfish, but where would that leave me? We can't tell Patrick, and certainly not Emily. I don't want her anywhere near this situation.
But do you think it's going to be any easier for them to believe that we've suddenly fallen in love?
No. I'm sure they'll be devastated, but that's the way it needs to be right now. Craig will know something's off. You've seen how he is. He's quite adept at psychological manipulation. Remember, he kept a room full of people hostage for 12 hours. He zeroed in on their weaknesses and used them against us. The fewer we offer him now, the better off we'll be.
You know what? You made a good point about psychological manipulation. Maybe that's what Craig is doing now. Maybe he's not telling the entire truth about poisoning you.
What, Robin? You saw me on the couch gasping for air. The guy's not joking.
No, I know. Not about potency, no, but... I mean, even that man-made virus that kept us all in quarantine over a year ago had a counteragent. Craig is in espionage, and I just cannot believe that they would engineer this thing without an antitoxin to go along with it. We just have to find it.
Yes, I know. And at least it's the beginnings of some sort of plan, but let me tell you, we need to implement it sooner rather than later. This Craig seems to have a low tolerance for boredom. His ideas about how to make life interesting could get us both killed.
I don't see the point in talking about it. Robin and I are over. She's with Nikolas now. End of story. No riding off into the sunset. No happily ever after. You know what? It's my fault. I should have known it was going to end this way.
This sudden romance between Robin and Nikolas, doesn't it seem odd to you? I highly suggest that you stay open to the idea that there's more to this than Robin turning to some other man for no discernible reason.
Lady, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense.
How?
Robin and Nikolas have history.
But she loves you.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah, but that's my point. With Robin, love equals fear of loss. The more she loves me, the further she'll go to wreck it.
I thought so hard to earn Patrick's trust. And my own.
Wait, your own?
I was petrified to fall in love with him. I had resigned myself to being alone. I was fine with it. Or at least, I thought I was fine with it until Patrick came along and showed me what I've been missing. He is an amazing man, and I am in love with him, and I am not gonna let Craig ruin that, and you cannot let Craig ruin you and Emily either. We have to fight back somehow.
I told you I was fine, but apparently when anyone talks to you, they just hear the sound of their own voice.
You okay?
Yes.
Yes, I found her unconscious in the woods.
I overdid it, just a smidge. I'm really fine. Actually, Mr. Brosnan was quite helpful, even though I hate to admit that.
But you're a stubborn woman. I mean, it's clear that my effort to assist wasn't enough. Look at you, you're shaking.
I'm not. I'm fine.
No, you're not. Would you like some advice?
Would it matter if I said no?
I think you should stay here for the night.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. She would be far more comfortable in her own home.
Actually, here's another painful admission. Whenever I resist something, it means I probably need it. So I'm going to take you up on that offer, and Christina and I would be very happy to stay here.
No, that's not possible.
You're kidding, right?
Alexis, if you're too sick to go home, then you need to go to the hospital.
No!
It's all right.
Honey, how about maybe your mom needs a snack?
Yeah.
Wanna go with me to the kitchen? We'll
Good
find her
idea.
something to eat.
Go ahead, sweetie. I'm not going to the hospital. Everything is fine.
It's okay.
Hey, did you bring me an apple? You're a sweet girl. We're gonna go home, huh? Mommy feels much better now, and Nicholas seems to need his privacy.
Yes, that's good.
Ale-
Oh, and don't you two lovebirds wet up for me?
I hear Tides has the best lobster on the west side.
And I have 2 opera tickets burning a hole in my pocket. What do you say?
I'd love to.
Wow. Pretty much the last person I expect to be hitting on me.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm protecting my girl's interests.
That's too bad.
Once more with conviction.
You think I'm losing my touch, don't you?
The desire for conquest. It's what happens when you fall in love. You know, I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. Robin does push away what she loves. So if she's pushing this hard, isn't that a statement of how much she loves you?
When does it become more work than it's worth? Love is supposed to be the goal, not the thing we trash. At some point, you have to say, I'll always love you, but I'm folding my hand. I think Robin and I are there.
I can't believe what I just did. I wanted to push Alexis away. Instead, I made her trust Craig.
No, listen. Craig has nothing to gain from hurting Alexis or Christina.
No, he'll just use them to control me.
Okay, maybe you need to sit down. Come here.
Okay.
I'll use some water.
You believe how bold this guy is? Huh? To go into town where anyone from the hotel could see him?
He had to have an excellent reason.
I know what it is. He knows. He knows I need this counteragent soon. He wants me to pass out so he can punish me, control me. That's what he does.
I know, but we just have to play along with it for now.
Until I die.
No. Craig needs you alive.
But his plans don't always go off, Robin. Alan died because of a glitch in the last one. You could have. Maybe I'm just the next mistake.
Well,